The NX-01 Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise has to be one of my favorite enterprises in Star Trek. Yes, I said Enterprise quite a few times, and we're going to continue saying it. The NX-01 is one of the best starships in that modern era of the Star Trek franchise, and it really stuck out as Earth's first Warp 5 starship. To be fair with you, the entire series of Star Trek Enterprise is somewhat undervalued. It's fantastic at exploring the early age of exploration in the Star Trek universe, before the Federation, just when humanity, like ourselves, was just getting out from the stars and meeting things. Well, today we have the NX-01 Enterprise from Star Trek in Space Engineers, and this has to be one of the most accurate recreations I've seen in-game to date, but it's also somewhat survival compatible and doesn't break the entire block limits of Space Engineers. So it means you can use it, you can fly around, you can have fun with it, and it is vanilla as well, which is even better. It does require the Space Engineers Warfare 2 DLC, so keep that in mind, but you might be able to get away with it without it if you don't have the DLC. Check out the link in the workshop below. Anyway, let's dive in. Here we go, this is the NX-01 Enterprise. Now, the fantasy creation is built by T7 and Zero CMF and HD Liggett. All three of these people have put a fantastic amount of work into building the ship, and it shows. Whether we're looking at the nacelle pylons over here, or just looking at the underside of a ship, which as you know is very flat, or even the unique star deflector the NX series had on it, it is super, super cool. Again, vanilla, so don't be expecting torpedoes or phasers. Though, speaking of torpedoes, on this photon torpedoes and things like that, what's it? We don't call photon torpedoes. We had missiles for a while, I believe. We do have something like that on board the ship, so we can look at that in just a memento. Assault cannons are here. These sort of make up for the lack of phasers. One day, Space Engineers may have phasers. For the minute, we have assault cannons, so, you know, we can go there. But the iconic bridge module is there as well. We've got a bit of sort of arm indentation on the top of the saucer section here, using the new sort of conveyor pipe blocks to sort of block things off. I love the amount of detailed work that has gone into this and creating these sort of indent sections. It really sticks out super, super well. Even so much detail going into here of hanging sort of cargo access doors. Enterprise has one here, one over there, and I did have ones on the underside as well. Yeah, I did have underside ones. So these are your cargo bay access doors. You see these in the episodes. I don't think you see them get used from an exterior point of view, unless it's like one scene in season 3 or 4 maybe. But you do see the insides of the cargo bays in Enterprise quite a lot. You know, like in every Star Trek series, you always see them. Airlock is on his side as well. Obviously, we did see the airlocks getting used in Enterprise quite a lot, particularly docking. The transporter wasn't as widely used, so that's something to keep in mind. In terms of impulse engines, we've got these back here as well. We've even got sort of like nib bits that stick out here as well. Can I call them nib bits? NIB, maybe? Can we call it that? Nib, yeah? What would you even call this thing here? I don't have my Enterprise model in front of me, but I guess we can call it that. So we've got the impulse fins sticking out here as well, which are really cool, and as we lead back into the warp pylons. The way the pylons have been designed is really, really cool. Obviously, Enterprise, as the NX-01, or the NX class, I guess I can call it, had a unique pylon design. It was very much a stripped back version of the NCC 1701 Enterprises, aka Kirk, Pike, and April's Enterprise and Spock's Enterprise, I guess we call it, their warp nacelles, which is pretty cool. Still using the new sci-fi armor blocks from the Automatons DLC in here as well, and obviously the pillar blocks, the cylinder ones. I was going to call these the circular conveyors. Same thing, realistically. You've got one there, but it fits in very, very nicely. Going back here, the cap is sort of just tipped off like that. However, don't forget we do have the red sort of light going on here as well. And so this is made possible by a lovely little block hidden behind it, which is really, really cool. Happy days. Right. Let's take a look at the inside in just a second. First, I want to highlight the fact we do have shuttle bays back here as well, and these sort of link up down here. I think it's down here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. A bit too dark down here. So shuttle bays do link up, and we can take a look at the shuttle pods in there in a second. I know you're dying to see them. Don't worry, we will. There's also this sort of exterior access going on over here as well. We don't really see much about that in the show, but there's an airlock there as well. And I've seen this sort of like mini pod thing that's going on there. I never knew what was actually in this one. I always forget. I guess it's something to do with just this sort of like FTL or the warp core. I always thought the warp core was actually inside the ship, not in that pod, but I don't know. My knowledge of Enterprise is fading. We've not done a video on it in quite a while. More impulse engines back here and the sort of rear engines. These fit really nice in there and just sort of build up and complete the ship's overall profile, which is super cool. On the other side, there isn't too much detailing. We've got sort of panels running across here. Then again, the underside of the Enterprise, there wasn't exactly much to go off of anyway. Still, assault cannons are there. We do have torpedo launchers. We'll be looking at these in a memento because it will link up with the armory. And I do love the armory on the NX-01. But first, let's go on a walking tour inside. We're going to start via the airlock here. Okay, let's fly into the airlock. We're going to board and explore the NX-01. Let's seal that with the traditional sort of airlock style system, using the fan vents back there as well. Is this going to pressurize for us, or is it depressurized? I don't know. Let's vent the entire ship. Nope. Open up. There we go. So remember Archer stood down here pressing the button to talk to people in the airlock. Very, very nice. Now walking around here, we do have sort of like ramps leading up here as well. As with a creation like this, it maintains being lore accurate to a high degree. However, there's only certain things you can do. I do love the use of these blocks to create the floor pattern. Enterprise is a very submarine / militaristic style ship, very NASA orientated. You think screws and bolts and rivets everywhere. So using these floor blocks to bring this style out is very, very cool. Right, this is the port cargo bay. We can see how these quickly work. It's cargo bay access. Obviously, you've got crates, containers, things like that here. Love all this sort of stuff. And you've got the big doors as well. Happy days. It's a port cargo thing. I don't really know what else I meant to say about it. If we skip this way, we can explore more of the ship. We've got the sub-commander's quarters. There you go. Ta-da. Really, if you can't see it, there's no window here. Like, it's just a block to make it look like space. Which, you know, I admire. Great bit of detailing there to sort of give the effect away. I kind of like that. So we've got E-deck forward there. I wish these could be displayed in higher quality, but alas, Space Engineers is a bit naff when it comes to that. We've got Captain's Dining Room. Again, the same sort of thing going on in there. Quite funny to fair. Enlisted Quarters, same old. Enlisted Quarters again, you know, Agent Daniels will be in here. And so this all links up here of where we just were, Port Cargo Bay. The corridors do get a little bit confusing. I do wish there's a bit more colour on it just to help you sort of guide around here. We are actually running around in the sort of saucer section as well. Armory is here. Now, this is also where the missiles will be controlled from, and they'll be lowered in, sort of like in the racks here. But also, you've got the weapon racks as well. You've got the ladder people jump up and down, which is really cool. And this used to lead to like the Mako area as well, different areas. Still pretty cool. I love how this has been designed. The torpedo tubes look like they're here. You've got that sort of like conveyor thing where torpedoes would sit on. They'd load into there and be able to fire. That was before Reed sort of like worked on the bridge and did things. Still pretty cool, I'd say. Right, sick bay is right across from here because, again, practicality sense, we've got all this. The interior is really nicely designed. It pays homage to the many rooms of Star Trek Enterprise, but remaining vanilla and accessible for Space Engineers as a game, if that makes sense. So while it's not super lore accurate, I know some people are probably going to comment that, it is something to keep in mind. It is staying sort of like, you know, villain-esque for SC, which is cool. I do believe it's meant to be like Jeffrey's tube access over here as well, so you can crawl through these. NX-01 did have those access vents around this section, so kind of makes sense. Right, if we continue on, we've got the galley in here. So this is Chef's Galley. We remember that Enterprise episode of Riker in it. Oh my god. Enlisted Quarters again. Mess hall. There you go. We love the Enterprise mess hall. Chef would be in there right now. Mr. Riker himself, aka Chef, doing stuff. Happy days. And I think this is it for this side, isn't it? Yeah, we just got the other cargo area. Yeah. So we should be able to get back to main engineering if we go this way. Because... engineering here and bridge there. Cool. Let's check out the engineering section. Then we'll check out the bridge. Now, this has to be my favorite room on this build of the Enterprise. Just because the way Zeo, T7, and HE Liggett have done the warp engine, it looks very, very cool. And I love this. It is very, very nice. Like, the warp engine was, you know, one of the big things of Star Trek Enterprise and how it worked there. If I turn my light on and off there, you can see it lighting up and sort of like phasing through. It is very, very nice how they've done this. I really, really enjoy it. And props off to them for doing stuff. They've even got the access hatch up here where Tucker would be fiddling around with. Oh, how we miss Charles Tucker. He's not dead. He's alive. Got like sort of Jeffrey's Tube's access through here as well. One of my favorite episodes of Star Trek Enterprise is Azadi Prime, where the Enterprise absolutely gets its ass handed to it. And that really says a lot. There's a mini elevator as well. This sadly doesn't work. I would love if we could have fit a piston in there to make this work, but sadly it doesn't. Tucker's even got his desk in here as well. We've got different access areas, parts of the ship. There's all these sort of injection ports where, you know, the injectors will be put and all the things will blow up all the time. It's really, really cool how this has been designed so well. I honestly love it. Hats off to the team for making this so sort of lore friendly as well. If we go this way to the rear engineering, we've got a shuttle pod bay, which we'll check out now, and then the bridge. There's a few more sections running down here as well. These tend to lead to the sort of back areas, I believe. I think this leads us to the nacelle housing, or may do, or we might have just circumvented the shuttle bay. Ah, this is the aft section, back section I was on about. This leads us to the sort of like tactical pod at the back here. I'm going to have to go away and read what it was, because I totally forgot what was going on. Can we fit through here? We can. Hello. I don't know what I'm in now. I'm not sure if I meant to be in here. I feel like for a practicality sense, this is here so we can do repairs, but also not at the same time. I feel like a bit of a wall is missing there. Maybe that should be put back. I didn't remove it, okay? I didn't remove it. So go back up this way. If we return to this deck, we've got the transporter. What a good time to run into that as well. And the decon chamber. Happy days. I say that quite a lot, don't I? Troy, if I said happy days too much in this video, please cut it. I'm being serious. Right, we're in the shuttle pod bay. Obviously, you would have the typical access down here as well. We're sort of limited on space, so we can't really do that. But the shuttle pods are very nicely designed. They use the standard SE cockpit to sort of limitate that. But we do have a little interior in here with one chair. Yeah, that's SE limitations for you. We do have assault rifles and things like that. Bridge check, systems online, engines, antenna. All systems are hidden in the K menu. There we go. See, we can take us out for a spin. Maybe we'll take them out for a spin. I want to check out a bridge and get the ship moving. That's engineering. The bridge was back around here. Boom, here we go. Leading ourselves up. There was a turbolift there, but I've decided to take the stairs because I'm trying to get my steps in for the day. Boom, bridge. Here we go. We are at the back of it. I think with turbolift... Yeah, the turbolift came up to there. Okay. Wait, do we have Archer's ready room over here? We do. It's Archer's ready room. And they've even stuck with the posters of the Enterprise on here, the pictures. And Porthos's bed as well. I want a Porthos, honestly. Right, okay, so we've got Archer's chair here. This is just an SE passenger seat. So to fly this baby, we want to sit in this helm console. And we are now Ensign Travis Mayweather. Engage! There you go, the Enterprise is moving around. Just a bit annoying, it says USS Enterprise NX-01. It wasn't USS at that point in time, was it? It was just the NX-01 Enterprise. Or was it the SS Enterprise then? I think it might have been. I know on a patch it may have been. I can't remember. Right, what buttons do we have to play with? Number 3, tactical alert. Ooh, can we press that? I did absolutely nothing. 4. What else we got? 4, fire tube 1. Ooh, we can fire the tubes. Okay. Right, if we press this. I may have broken the thing. I think I've got the missile stuck. I've definitely got the missile stuck. Once again, I have broken a ship in Space Engineers as the missile is stuck in the thing here. This is a bit embarrassing. If we just move that, but there we go. Now I can actually not break the ship anymore. So the way this works, with tactical alert, you meant to sort of turn these on and off. Suppressing 3 opens those doors. That makes more sense. I probably should have read the Steam Workshop page. Still, if we do 4, 5, and 6, and 7, we can fire a barrage of torpedoes. Look at that. Those are super cool. How they work. Ha! I almost said it. Exciting times. We're not saying that bloody word. 8. I'm not sure if 8 fires anything. 8 fires a rear one. There we go. Do we have 2 rear ones? 9. We do! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Oh, look at that. That is a super cool mode. It is using projectors and things to weld these up. So if we go into number 4. Fire away. There we go. Instantly builds another one for us. I love systems and how they work like this. It makes combat in space, which is very, very fun. You can sort of send these out and they just go and blow things up. Quickly, send in the missiles. This means you can send out as many as you want in like quick succession. So keep that in mind. In terms of other features on the bridge, what do we have? If we go in here, I think that's it really, isn't it? We've got our main controls. Yeah, that's kind of it for the NX-01. You've got the ability to control his missiles there and your tactical alert. I do wish we had a red alert option in the bridge. That would have been cool. But still, this has been the NX-01 Enterprise. If you want to download it, you can find it on the Steam Workshop. It is a very, very fun ship. I do recommend you go ahead and check it out. I think it's one of my favorite and best NX-01 Enterprise recreations I've seen in Space Engineers for some time now. ZOT7 and HG Liggett do a fantastic job with their sort of Star Trek themed creations on the Steam Workshop, and it's always a pleasure seeing these come online. Alright everyone, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.